There's a certain kind of silence that follows you when the people who are supposed to affirm you are the same ones who criticize the very way you grow. This episode is for every little Black girl who sat in between someone's legs while their coils were tugged, sighed at, or called too much. Today I'm joined by Nia Ford, Louisiana raised like me, and someone who knows firsthand what it feels like to carry the weight of texturism. Not only from strangers, but from home, we're unpacking the deep, quiet ways we've been taught that only certain textures deserve praise, and that kinky coily hair must earn its beauty through length, manipulation, or invisibility. This conversation goes beyond curl patterns. We're talking about shame, shrinkage, hair envy, and the hard work of unlearning. So whenever or wherever you are, natural, relaxed, locked, stretched, or in a bonnet, just know you're safe here. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Hair What I'm Saying podcast. I'm your host, Kenitra Stewart. Today we have Nia Ford of I Bless Faces Artistry joining us for a second time. If you haven't already, make sure you check out her first episode. It's in season 2, episode 9, and it's sitting at 113 downloads. So
come on now.
Yes.
Wow.
So obviously people love what she got to say.
There we go.
So it's information that you need to hear. So make sure you check that out. I'll tag that in the show notes. Welcome to the show, Nia. How are you doing?
I am good, girl.
Yeah,
good.
That's good.
Good to see you.
I know, right?
It's been a minute. I don't think we haven't seen each other any this year. So
no, it's been like over a year. I think the last time we saw each other was like January 2024. I think so.
Well, we got to do something about that.
Yeah, we've been trying to plan, but the plans are not planning. Okay,
they're not making it out of the chat. They are not making it out of the chat.
It's because our schedules. Yeah. It's because of our schedules. That's the main reason.
We should intentionally just pick a day, take the day off.
And just go.
Yeah,
absolutely, for sure.
And do something fun.
Yeah. Girl, I'm loving this look. I love this look. I love the glasses. I just, and the jelly beans, that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, yes, I love this. You taking me back, unlocking childhood memories.
As we should.
Mm-hmm.
As we should.
Yes.
I'm here for that. 1,000%.
Yes. All right, girl. Do you have anything you want to say before we get started with our first question? Or are you just ready to roll on into it?
I think I'm ready to roll into it because I know when it kind of was already touched on this subject, but now we can kind of do a deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready to dive in. I want to dive in.
Who was that?
Trey Songz?
It was Trey Songz, girl, of all people. Oh, Lord. That's another topic.
Yeah, another day.
Right. Do you recall how you perceived your hair in your environment, when you were a child before the projection was displayed amongst your family members?
I love big hair. When I was a kid, I don't tame it. Blow it out. Let me wear it big. Like, I have always loved big hair. I still love big hair. I just loved big hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I was not too fond of the pressing comb.
Really?
Yeah, I did not want straight hair.
Oh, wow.
I did not want straight hair.
Mm-hmm.
Till comments, when you start hearing things, but as a kid, throw me out.
Yeah, I love that. So, how old were you at this time? When you were actually, being able to consciously see your hair being big, it's all froed out. And how old were you whenever the projection started? And then you started noticing, I guess, I don't know if the projection actually, played a part in how you did start perceiving your hair after that.
First, let's start with the question. How old? My brain does not compute that way. I cannot recall anything with numerical numbers.
Okay.
That's, I don't know. It's weird. I just.
It's not weird. It's just not you.
Yeah, I can tell you.
But you can recall
elementary.
There we go.
Yeah. So pre-K, kinder. I won't name drop. The very first time I noticed, because it was just me and my sister. We grew up together, so hear people say my mama had good hair, right, or whatever. Right. But then our age group, our peer group. So when we started going to school, there was this one girl, and I just thought she was so pretty to me, and she had her hair was long for a Black girl. And then you would hear oh, she got pretty hair, oh, she has good hair, and then that's when I was just oh, shrinkage is real with when you're a type 4 girl. Like, shrinkage is so real. And that's when I was like, okay, maybe I do want the hot comb. Maybe I do want it like stretched out, because if everybody's saying this about her hair, like, this is, how I want my hair to look. But
was her hair straightened at the time? Or did it defy gravity at all? Or was it in its natural state? What was going on with it?
At that age, I don't even know. I don't know. It didn't seem relaxed. It may have been like blow dried out really well. And I don't think that skin color is synonymous to texture, but sometimes it does play a part. And she was a lighter complexion. She was like really light skinned. And her mama was too. And so it could be that, genetics and so forth. So
of course, it is linked to genetics.
Yeah.
I mean, your hair texture definitely come from DNA.
It does.
So she was wearing her hair more blown out, so it was more stretched sure. So in those moments, that's when you started to kind of visualize your hair may not being as appealing to you.
Yep.
So that actually happened outside our household before the projection came from inside the household. Yes. Okay, so would you say that was more like a self projection?
Possibly, it could have been. I can agree to that. I think when you're a child, you don't realize that's what that is. It's just that when you hear your peers or you see something that's different and people will talk about it in a positive light, and that's not like. They commented so like a lot of her praises came off how pretty she was because of her, like, how light skinned she was and her hair. And like the teachers would say how beautiful her hair was. Like, oh, you got some good hair. Your hair's just so pretty. Your mama, like those type of conversations. And academically, I did well. So I was praised for being on the A honor roll, like interacting well with my peers in elementary, like getting all the little pick pride things at whatever we got or whatever. So like the praises were different.
Sure.
So I was just like, well, they're commenting on her appearance. Like you as a kid, you kind of like, well, I kind of want that too.
Right.
She used to like do like, when you do little kids' hair and you wear those little knocker balls. I don't know what y'all call them.
I call it knocker balls. We both from Louisiana, so it's probably the same terminology.
Yes.
Yeah, knocker balls. Yes.
And so whenever she wear her ponytails, she would wear like 3 or 4 ponytails, but she would have twists, and her twists would be long and poofy, and they'll be like so thick.
I know what
her little knocker balls at the base and then at the ends, and I just thought that was so gorgeous. So yeah.
You mentioned that your mom had quote unquote good hair. So what did her hair like? What did it look like?
My mama's hair was a little bit longer than bra strap length.
Okay.
Like super long. Well, I guess it's long for a black woman.
Why do you say that it's long for a black woman?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
In our community, if it don't go past like your shoulder length, we don't consider it long. It's anything that's in the neck area is considered short.
So it's more common for black women, in your opinion, to have hair residing in that space, only around the neck.
No, that's not more common. I just think that's how we categorize it, or at least that's how I hear it categorized. So maybe the language just needs to be tweaked.
Yeah.
I think that we need to do a better job of unlearning things.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just long. Her hair is long. Let me not say but her hair is long.
Her hair is long. Amen. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Let's correct it.
Let's correct that. Yeah.
But she's like in the type A family.
Oh, wow. So it's mostly straight? Your mom's hair?
More wavy than, more
like
wavy.
a loose wavy? Okay. And then growing up in Louisiana, that is deemed as
good hair.
Good hair.
Yeah. That's deemed as the good hair.
Yeah.
My grandmother's hair is like more straight. Her mom's is like more, and I think maybe if I'm not mistaken, she used to relax her hair, but even when she relaxed it, it gave, if you know anything about like the Creole people and all that, like it gave like that like mulatto hair texture. Nah, baby.
No, okay. Because I know you more in the south of Louisiana, so that's why I was wondering, is she Creole?
No, them folks from the north. My daddy's side is they're
I love how you said them folks from the north.
They are. They're from the north. They are from Chicago. The Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah, but Even my great grandmother was chocolate, but had beautiful, like you just bone straight, really pretty hair. So, that's how I was like, I know that we try to link skin tone to texture, but it's not synonymous.
But we do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do, we
sure
do, and it's gonna take some unlearning and a lot of self-correcting, because when you've gone your whole life with that language, it makes it a little like you kind of catch yourself in how you speak about it.
Yeah, you internalize it for sure.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You sure do. So the next question is basically like, was there ever a time you felt your texture made you less than? So now I want to just go back and reiterate this question and take it back to the little girl. So at that time, did it make your texture feel less than?
Oh, absolutely.
Because before it didn't.
Yeah, no, it did.
Right.
Yeah, 1,000%, 1,000%.
So what you did? You went home, looked in the mirror, like, I don't like my hair. Like, what happened?
Well, we wore a lot of braids.
Okay, braids with like beads or with hair extensions.
And I think that yes, my mama would braid our hair, do the plaits, and then bead and shell it.
Yeah,
and I loved it. And to this day, I loved it as a girl, and I love it as a woman, as a grown woman. Okay,
me too.
And so it was like, well, I may not be able to, and I think that's when I kind of like pushed my mama to always put beads on my hair. Like, I don't want the puffs. I don't want,
because you want to see some length, and you know them puffs gonna defy gravity.
And I want to hear all the noises.
So, what you mean the noises?
From the beads, like I love.
Oh, you love hearing the sound of the beads. Me too. I did.
Yeah.
Did you ever catch any backlash in school? Like, was it too noisy?
Not too noisy. They just didn't like not to. I don't know. But then that's a whole nother thing, because when you start demonizing things that are culturally appropriate for our hair type, and the sense of a little black girl can't wear that,
right?
That's problematic. That is extremely problematic. Because we used to do a lot of barrettes, and I'm just like, I mean, they cool or whatever, but it's all about that swing time with the beads and the shells. So, yeah. And my mama used to wear her hair like that too. She would do plaits and like also bead her hair and put the shells on the end. Yeah. And so I was like, that's so pretty. Like, that's what I want.
It's so decorative.
It is.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Did you ever feel like your hair made you stand out in the wrong way?
As a child or
even through ever, period.
As an adult? Let's see. So I'm on my 3rd or 4th natural hair journey.
I know, because we were relaxed a year ago.
Yeah, literally,
and it was
for like
beautiful.
2 months.
It was beautiful. Yes. And then you went right back.
I did. I did. I missed my girls. Okay. So being type 4 or 4C or however you want to categorize it.
Let's talk about, because I know you know more in depth about your hair texture, because you mentioned high density on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So for the people who only like to listen,
yes,
tell them like you have high density hair too.
Yes. I am type 4, considered 4C, super kinky, coily, high density but fine hair.
Yes, love that. Yeah.
And so essentially what that means is I have a lot of hair strands, but it doesn't take much to get it straight, in the sense of like heat, and I have to be very careful of it's delicate. And I don't want to say fragile, because fragile means, to me, it's like it's equate to unhealthy. Okay. Super healthy but super fragile. So I have to handle my coils and curls with care.
Right.
I can't just be I can't be super rough with it, if causing damage, breakage, all that or whatever. So on my 4th natural hair journey, because I mean, we kind of talked about the family perspective as a little girl, but I kind of want to talk about this from an aspect of a like grown woman, right? I literally had a non-black person tell me that they think they view my natural hair as beautiful, but they feel like I look better with longer straight hair. That's problematic. Because for one, I didn't ask you this. It was unsolicited. And for 2, again, my hair is not your business, right? Like how I choose to show up and express myself in how I choose to wear my hair is none of your business. So yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
But how I feel about it now, like I absolutely have embraced it. Like some people are just gonna feel however they feel, and that's their problem, not mine. At the end of the day, this is the hair God gave me.
Absolutely.
This is the hair that I've been blessed with, and to me, it's extremely beautiful. So when I don't put product in it, baby, it looks like just black cotton on my head. When I do put product in it, I get these beautiful defined coils. And every time people are like, I love your hair. What did you do to it? Did you coil it? Did you sponge it? I'm like, no.
This is my curls.
This is it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that there's not enough representation on platforms to show what the hair can look like when it's properly styled with product. You know?
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah.
And so for that, people will be like, oh, it's just, and I hate the term nappy. Oh, it's just nappy. And my sister says it all the time, child. And I'm like, no, you just don't know what you're doing. She was like, why is it not like yours? And I'm like, we literally have this same curl pattern. Literally, me and her have the same curl pattern. I'm just like, I'm trying to teach you how to do this. And she's like, I just can't get it. And I was like, okay, well, when we get together, I'll show.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even if y'all have to FaceTime.
Yeah.
Anything to help her, on that journey, because it is not the easiest whenever you are learning, and also unlearning the emotional attachments that all in, in all the unhealthy ways, when she's still relating to it as nappy, still got some internal work to do, instead of
my big age of 32 is big
sister.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because, my years behind the chair, you'd be surprised, some are older, still trying to unlearn those terminologies that were connected with our hair texture in order to embrace what it really is.
I want to speak to that because let's be 1,000% honest. Like if we go back to the laws that require Black women to cover their hair because their hair was deemed as beautiful, like in the slavery area and all of that. If you go over to the motherland where we come from, they're not using that type of language. And their hair is thick. Baby, it's thick. Okay. And they see the beauty in their hair and they do all the things with their hair and so forth. And it's like it's really celebrated over there.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have to decolonize the way we view kinky, coily hair.
Yes, absolutely. That's what it is. It's a deep compression, that we have to address. And I feel like we have to work internally before we can even celebrate the external or the aesthetic of it, Sometimes you can learn just from learning how to do your hair.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be as simple as I finally learned how to do my hair. I know what to do with it. So now we have arrived. But for others, sometimes you're going to have to reach deep down inside and get into the root cause of why are we here. Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But we are making strides.
Yeah, we are. How did the adults around you talk about hair textures? Was it a language of love or a language of labor? And, it's so unmanageable. And, all the things that go on when we sit in between, our family members' legs and beat your head still and all the...
Oh, my gosh. That's a great question. So as a child, my mama hated doing her hair.
Did she hate doing it because it was a lot or...
I think it was a lot.
She did not know how to do it?
I think it's a combination of both. I think because our hair texture was not like hers, so she wasn't familiar with it.
Oh, that's true.
So my aunt would blow dry her hair out a lot, and then we would get the plaits and stuff. But I just when you have children that are not in the same hair category, pattern, texture, feel, or it takes some getting used to. My grandmother on my mama's side was very much so she was a hot comb junkie.
Oh, she loved hot comb.
She would press our hair so much. I think it was just easy. It was so much easy for her to manage it when we used to stay with her during the summers. So with that being said, I just think my mama just had a hard time. Like that lady relaxed my hair twice in 1 week.
Whoa!
Because the relaxer didn't take the first. It didn't take. So meaning it didn't make it straight. Like, it relaxed the curl, but it didn't straighten my hair.
But
So
that's
we
the point of the relaxer.
Yes. And so we waited like a day or two. I remember this. We waited like a day or two.
And
then she relaxed it.
Yeah.
And
did your hair break? Or you don't remember?
I don't think it did. But yeah, I honestly don't think my hair type was meant for relaxers, to be honest. I just think it thrived in its natural state, as it should,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So we did it twice in 1 week, and, because she was, like, it just didn't take, and all of that and so forth. So, yeah. So we went down that avenue for a while. And even with the relaxed hair, I remember going to the beautician. We were in middle school. I remember going to the beautician, and I wanted Afro puffs. Like, I'm sitting in your chair to get a relaxer, but you're about to make me faux Afro puffs. So she would roll my hair with like those super small rollers, the plastic ones, just to get the curl. And then she would slick my hair up for me to have 2 Afro puffs. And realistically, we could have just cut all this hair off and grew it back out to be natural, and I could have naturally had my Afro puffs. So that's how I've always loved big hair puffs. I've always loved them.
You just unlocking a memory. Keep going. I'm gonna talk about it, but keep going.
Yes, and so it's crazy. I just always I just wanted like the curls. Like, I just wanted the curls all the time.
Yeah, I remember watching the Spice Girls and Scary Spice. I used to love her hair. And I was like, I want hair like Scary Spice. And at that time, I was getting relaxers too, but not knowing the same thing. Like, all you have to do is just stop relaxing your hair, cut it off, and you will have big hair. And so what I would do is go get a twist out. A flat twist though, and she would take it down. But I'm like, it still don't have the volume that I'm looking for, right? And so even as a grown woman, I did not understand until which is weird for me. I didn't understand until I went to cosmetology school. Like, girl, you gotta cut this relaxed stuff off in order to get that big hair, because I started so young getting the relaxers.
Yeah.
So I just didn't put 2 and 2 together, But yeah, I was just like that too. Like, the big hair. Like,
right. Give me that Shaka Khan. Give me that Shaka Ross. Yes.
It was like, I appreciated the straight just for the manageability purposes.
Yeah.
It didn't take a lot to do it. But I also didn't know what was on the other side of natural hair either. I just knew I loved the aesthetic of it,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man, that makes me think about the fact that our hair would be pressed and straightened when it came to special occasions.
Easter, mostly.
Baby, that bang.
With the pink roller. Yes. OMG.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. I remember that. Those were the good days, though. I actually did enjoy getting my hair pressed, but only because I knew it could go back, Yeah, I did. I didn't enjoy the process, but I did enjoy, like, wearing it, straight every now and again, because it made it easier for my grandmother to comb my hair. Yeah. And when it was in its natural state, she knew what she was doing. I just didn't like how she combed it. And it looked better to me when she combed it when it was straight. So that was my reason for liking it more straight, because she could comb it better. But my mama could do either or. So if my mama was not around, I definitely preferred for my hair to be straight.
Don't hot comb it, baby. I remember putting them teacups on your ears so that it wouldn't get burnt.
Dang, we just had to hold out.
My grandmother used to give us teacups, so if she did,
so nice.
You would hear it. No, baby, I used to fear the hot comb. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, that's why I said I didn't enjoy the process. I just enjoyed the after effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there a moment where you internalized the idea that your hair was a burden?
Shoot, when I tried this being natural the 3rd time, so let me say this. In my 20s, I cut it off. Okay, so when I was 18, I cut all my hair off. And
it was relaxed at the time when you cut it off? Okay.
I cut it all off. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go natural. But then, like, I was slapping dye on it, like, left and right. So at the same time, like, the integrity of the curls they ain't integrarized. That's not even a real word.
But we know what you're saying.
Yes. So, like,
we hear what you're saying.
I didn't fully grasp, like, what my hair looked like without all the manipulation, all the chemicals, right? So, and then we went through that phase and again, since it's being bleached, it's a little bit more manageable because it's processed. When it's processed, baby, it's laid and dyed and fried, dyed, laid to the side, all the things. So like I lit it on red, blue, purple, all the colors you think of. I was just doing it. I was like, okay, cool, all right. And then it got to the point where I was like, ooh, I want a taper fade. I did that for like 2 years. Every 2 weeks, getting a cut and getting color.
Yeah.
All right, let's go pink. Let's go green. Let's go whatever. So I had an allergic reaction to the last time I had my hair colored, and it was green dye, and it just made my scalp itch so bad. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this grow out. Let's just see what this looks like. So I let it grow out, and then that's when it was like the burden, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was determined not to put any color in it. I had told myself that I wanted this growth journey to be a reflection of my personal growth journey, like how I took care of myself. So, yeah, just I wanted to mirror that, and it was hard.
It was like, what were some of the struggles?
Man, I didn't know what to do with it. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
you didn't consult with a professional before. You just went on. Were you getting your hair professionally colored at that time?
Yeah.
So that same person, you didn't consult with them before you entered the journey?
No, they weren't really doing natural hair.
Okay.
And so one of my friends at the time, she might still be a licensed cosmetologist, but she was also going to become an instructor. So she helped me navigate that journey.
Right.
With figuring out what to do with it. She was like, all you gotta do is this. And she was like, here, try these and all this. Because, baby, it got to the point I remember I was trying to do, it was in that funky stage. Now, when you do the big chop, there is a funky stage where it's like not short enough to where what you used to do works, but not long enough for what you want to do work. And so, like, the styles that I desired to want to do to my hair, we weren't there. And then if I was trying to do anything that I was doing when it was like not even a full inch long, it's surpassed that length. So now that's not working. So she sat me down and took the time to like show me how to define my curls and so forth. I think I brought her up in the last episode, but shout out to Shanisha Newby, because she definitely helped me with that. And
so would you say that it was a funky stage?
Baby, it was.
But she actually taught you how to work with it. So would you still classify that as a funky stage? Just because it's not reaching the potential hairstyle that you wanted. You know? Do you hear what I'm saying, girl?
Yes.
So it's like we can classify it as a funky stage, but is it a funky stage when someone has taught you what to do with it at this stage? Maybe it's just not reaching, that particular aesthetic or that look that you are aiming for, in that moment. Whatever the goal was for the hairstyle at the time.
Yeah.
So would you say it's a funky stage? And I'm asking this because a lot of people say this about locks.
Oh, yeah, child.
Yeah, they say locks have this ugly stage. Yeah. And I'm like, is it an ugly stage or you just don't know what to do with it?
That's a great question. Well, when you put it that way, I would say no. It is a transition stage.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a transition.
It's a transition. Yeah, I love that.
Right now, I'm in my transition stage. Like, now I know what to do with it, baby. Let's slap that gel and just,
And I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
good.
Okay, cool. Like, we're not quite at the four. We're not quite 4 inches, but we're not dead stopped at 3. So we can't get braids just yet. But we're in a stage where we can still do something that's presentable.
Absolutely.
Not presentable, but to me, I think it's pretty. Like, that's still pretty. That still makes me feel feminine. I don't look like no little boy.
Yeah.
I don't look like a little boy.
You don't have a little boy face.
I don't know. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I be like, my husband really loved me, because what is this?
Well, maybe he see beyond the external, which is what we want and need anyway,
Cause I'd be like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I just take time with it. And it's just like, to me, it's like me loving on myself in a way I did not know that was possible. When I sit at the mirror, like, okay, let's define these curls. I know it's gonna take about 45, 50 minutes, but when I'm done with it, and I'm always like, oh my God, my hair is so pretty. Like that's.
And you have that hair that tricks you. You never know how long it is. You will never know how long it is until you take a dryer to it. And you be like, my goodness, like, where did the length come from?
Yeah.
Because the hair strands are so fine, so there's no weight. So they're able to shrink.
And they shrink. They do, girl.
Yeah. And then, I'm telling you, I've had so many, clients sit in my chair, even as a professional. And I don't know how long their hair is until I'm blow drying. I'm like,
wait a minute, I didn't charge accordingly because, baby, why we at a
I don't charge according to length anyway. But, I really find it fascinating, and so interesting, for it to be able to do so many different things. Yeah, the versatility is endless. You never know what you're going to get with high density, fine, coily hair. You never know. You never know. It's full of surprises.
It matches my personality so well.
I
feel like God knew what he was doing. He was like, you have this personality that does it. You need hair that match that. Boom.
Yeah, you so versatile. Do you remember the first time you realized your hair was being judged by others or outside of yourself? Do you remember that?
Yeah, family. We talked about it in the last episode. When my aunt made a comment about my hair looking like a bird nest. Because it was just a big fro. She's like, you can't go with me looking nowhere with your hair looking like a bird nest. You need to put up in a ponytail or something.
That's interesting to me because they grew up in the fro era. So whenever they don't celebrate it, it's really interesting. I'm like, this is nothing new for you. It's new for me, Yeah.
She has locks. But I think like her perspective on it has also changed. Like, I mean, how old? Maybe she had to be like in her 30s or something like that. So, life.
What does she say about your hair now?
We don't talk about my hair much.
Good.
No, when we talk about other things. Hair is the last thing on the menu. Now, occasionally I may, bring up something about her locks because they used to be so long, and she started them herself. And she did an amazing job with them. And she's just like, they're just heavy, so she ended up cutting them off. But yeah, we don't really discuss hair. The only person in my family that I discuss hair with is my daddy. Oh, Lord.
Is that his sister? Oh, it's your mom's sister.
It's my mom's sister.
She had texture like your mom?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
So hers was more curly, more kinky, more...
I don't know.
Because she always had locks?
My entire life, yes. Every baby picture of her holding me, she's had them.
Oh.
So I have no clue what her is. But even like her little baby hair in the back, it's not as tight as mine.
Okay.
So, yeah. So no.
Okay. And so you and your dad, y'all do have hair conversations.
We do have hair.
Like how? Like tell me some conversations that you and daddy have.
My bald-headed daddy.
The bald-headed daddy.
Yes. So he will be like, what we doing to my hair? Like he claims ownership, and he was just like, yeah, that's the way my hair used to be. Yeah. And he always...
Your hair, in reference to his hair, he's saying it's your hair is his hair. Gotcha.
Baby, this hair on my head belonged to that man. According to my daddy, you got the same type of hair. He was like, now do you blow it out and make it a fro? Oh, I used to think that was so pretty. He would always say when he was younger, he would do that. So he would tell me how he used to style. He said, because he bald now.
I do remember you saying this about your dad.
Yes, and so he's very much so, yeah, every time I do, so what we doing to my hair? What we doing to it today?
Yeah.
I know.
It's good that you did have a family member there constantly reassuring you, especially as a dad.
Yes.
Yeah. To let you know, like, your hair is good hair. It is acceptable hair. I do want to ask you a question. What do you define as bad hair? Like somebody has bad hair?
I don't.
You don't? Even if it's unhealthy?
That's just what it is. Unhealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I think we need to stop putting our hair in boxes, period. Good versus bad. There's unhealthy and then there's healthy hair, period. That's the end of the conversation. That's the end of the sentence.
I love that.
We, like, legit need to just stop doing that because It's anti-Black. That's all I can say. It's anti-Black in a sense. We have to be mindful that our words do carry weight and that people can internalize that and so forth. So, there's nothing wrong with somebody getting creamy crack, aka a relaxer, or anything like that, or doing different styling methods, but one person's natural state isn't better than the next.
That's right. Amen.
So yeah, girl.
Have you ever felt like your shrinkage made people underestimate the beauty, versatility, or health of your hair?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
let's talk about it. Come on.
My gosh. I recently had one of my sister-in-laws ask me, she's like, well, has your hair ever been long? And I was like, I looked at her, maybe my glasses, I looked at her like
Take them glasses off.
And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, I've always seen your hair short. And I was like, babe, shrinkage, okay?
Shrinkage, and also you cut your hair a lot.
I do.
You have not even ever given your hair an opportunity to even reach a quote unquote certain length. You cut it a lot.
I have, actually.
Well, I guess like what people would consider long. You remember like that conversation we was having earlier. What I feel like, well, from what I've known from you, I've always seen it. You went through you got a pixie when you relaxed it.
But believe me, it was actually it was like hitting like right here.
Yeah.
When I relaxed it.
So still around that length,
Yeah. So, but in a natural state, like regardless, I kid you not, the longer my hair gets, it's just going to look thicker, but it's going to be this length in its natural state.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. Like I finally come to terms with that, and that's great. But I have a video that at some point I think I may edit and post. I have no idea, but I shot it and I like did a review video of like the Revlon blow dryer brush thing. I don't know what it was. But anyway, and like my hair was just like out to here, and I was just like,
you need to do it so she can see it.
Yeah, no, I showed her that video, and I was like, so long wear. I mean, short wear. Yeah, I was just like, no, my hair.
How did that conversation even get brought up,
girl? Let's
not. Never mind. Look at me being nosy and being curious.
Off camera.
Okay, got you. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Have you ever posted a photo where you felt beautiful and confident in your tighter texture and it didn't get the same love as when you do post your videos wearing your wigs and units?
I was about to lie and say all the time, but that's not true. That's not true at all, because post-Pixie, I did a few videos on Instagram and people were like, oh my God, I love your hair. And like, this is like me putting gel in it, and it was way shorter than this. And so I kind of sponged it to kind of like help with the curl.
Yeah.
And people was like, oh my God, like I absolutely love this. I love this a lot. Like, this is so cute. And I'm just like, yeah. Crazy enough, this is how it was before I went Pixie. Oh, y'all ain't showing no love then, but all right.
I wonder what that was. Do you have a different audience? Do you think you've gained more followers and, maybe you are attracting that audience? This is on Facebook and Instagram.
Both. They go on both.
Okay.
Posts. But so it's comments on both. However, I think it's the video quality because...
the video quality.
Yeah. So I was going to say, so Facebook has let me know that they're pushing my videos out more because I have better quality videos now.
Good.
So that could be, that could play a part. I mean, there are people that follow me, people that see me, that engage with me, interact with me online and in person. So.
Okay. All right.
So we don't know, Chad. I don't know.
Yeah. So, because your units do look really good.
Yeah. Make them, girl.
They look really good. So that's why I had to stick that question in there. I was curious to know, like, because I like your hair in its natural state. And I also do like how you, build and create your units. So I was like, I have to ask her this because I don't know,
Yeah, girl.
And then also just to see where people's minds are when it comes to natural hair opposed to wearing hair extensions. I want to know, like, what your audience, what are they gravitating to more? Like, is it your hair or is it the units?
I think it's it's a double-edged sword. There is one unit in particular, my little short wavy bob.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I already knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gets a lot of love online.
Mm-hmm.
People are always like, where did you get it? I'm like, I made it.
Mm-hmm.
I made it. Like, I have a little peanut head, courtesy of my daddy. And none of the wigs in the industry fit my head, like never. So, one, I went and like took some lessons to learn how to make wigs, but also I have clients who struggle with alopecia. So when they sit in my chairs, so I'm like, we can, I also offer there's a service for the clients that have alopecia that want something, that they can throw on, because they also have had they don't want to do all the glue and the adhesive, so we construct when I say we, I'm speaking in existence, y'all. I'm having seen one day.
I know, yeah.
I'll construct the glueless wigs or whatever. But yeah, that bob, and then when I have my natural hair, so between the bob and the natural hair, but I also think, like, as a makeup artist or as a beauty artist as a whole, I think through the entire look. I mean, I could probably most likely pull off a full face of glam in natural hair, but I don't like a full face of glam when I wear my natural hair. I like for it to be softer, and to really capture like my legit natural beauty versus like a full face. So when I'm going full face, that's when I'm gonna throw Susie on.
That's her name?
No, baby, I just put it in there. I'm gonna just throw Susie on. I think that it does kind of help balance out the look, because I don't want anything to look like when it's just bare. I don't want it to look too harsh. Now, I could do a full face of makeup with a taper fade, and because it's all about the angles, right? Like it's all about the angles and like how the edge up looks, whatever design, like it goes. It just is very seamless. But my hair's like, it's like fun and flirty, and that's how I want to be. I want the whole look to look. So
okay, all right,
yeah, y'all.
So we're shifting over to the conversation over to social media.
Ooh, let's talk about this.
Do you think the natural hair movement has helped us heal from texturism at all? Or do you think it did otherwise?
I think it depends on your algorithm. I think it depends on your algorithm. I think it depends on who you're following, because social media is such a huge platform. I mean, I love IG because it's like I built it brick by brick, so I know what I'm like when I get on what I'm going to see. TikTok, however, is a safari, child.
It is,
and you end up like on the wrong side of TikTok, and you may be hearing the wrong type of messaging about your hair. Yeah. There isn't, honestly, because I don't really tick or talk that often. I barely post over there. So, is
it a reason why?
It's never grown on me. That's just never been the app that was, yeah.
What about YouTube?
I don't scroll. No. I ain't gonna lie, YouTube, like either. Every blue moon, YouTube, it's never been that big of a thing for me.
Well, opposed to posting and scrolling, I guess. No, okay.
I need to get on YouTube more.
You do.
That's a goal.
I highly recommend. It's so easy to get subscribers. I just go live, and I'm at least get 16 subscribers every time I go live, and I'm only there for like an hour. And I'm actually thinking about like leaving Instagram and TikTok alone and then focus only on YouTube because it's so global.
It is. So.
And with you doing makeup, and you could just go live while just doing the makeup. And it also I don't feel like the people I know are just watching me.
That part. So I'm going to do a shameless plug, but I'm actually in the works of curating a show for YouTube. On my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm in the works of some stuff to actually address what beauty is like in our community and how people view it. And so I'm excited.
Me too. Make sure you keep me,
I will. I definitely
informed.
Will. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because I would love to follow a show like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm super excited, to have those conversations. We may have you a guest there.
Yeah, I would love to be a guest.
You would be sitting in my chair.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So it's like interview.
I like that. Yeah.
Like interview session and makeup, and then we just kind of like have that dialogue and just, discuss, talk, all the things. And so because I've just heard a lot with my clients as a whole, and I was like, oh, there needs to be something so that way we can shift a lot of the narratives and have the conversations, and I'm able to pour into the women that which I want to, and like reach the type of women that I want to reach. So yeah,
I love this. This is like a self-confidence, also from within too, because those conversations that you have, you go beyond the surface. Even though you're working on the surface, you're going to go beyond the surface and reach those women in so many different ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we need that.
Amen. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Do you have a name for the show yet? If you do, don't say it. I'm just curious, do you have a name?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm just saying don't say it right now because I do believe in keeping something.
Oh, absolutely.
To yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000% there.
And I don't want you to say it and then you haven't launched it and somebody else.
But because
somebody else do it and did it. Yeah. So don't say it. I just wanted to know yes or no.
Yeah. I have a name, however, it may change.
Okay.
So
you being flexible with it.
Yeah.
Nope,
let the Lord lead me. Come on.
Girl. Whew, no, seriously, you have to.
Yes.
You think you have it all figured out. You think you got it all laid out in the way that it need to go and flow.
Exactly.
And then it happens and you're like, this is not the direction I thought it was taken. You got to lead with God. You have to.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Have you noticed that some textures are still missing from the hair inspo pictures on social media?
Oh, absolutely. We're still okay. Let me.
Let's get.
I have a whole soapbox about this because there are a lot of people that are on social media that are claiming to have 4C hair. Like literally, they will say type 4 or 4C hair, and it's not. And that is misleading. That is extremely misleading. I don't feel there are a few influencers. But the ones that I see, they're non-American. They're non-American. So like there's one I follow,
What about ethnicity?
Well, they're African.
You can be another ethnicity and still have that kinky textured hair.
Yeah, but no. I haven't seen.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen.
Why do you think they want to categorize themselves as 4C?
That's a great question.
Especially when it's not the most celebrated texture.
I have no idea. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, either you have a lot of heat damage on your hair, but even like the way their hair just waves back up, but I'm just like, even as a 4C, it wouldn't look like that.
It's a certain look,
Yeah.
I think too that the curl chart, it's just.
It should have never happened.
They should have never happened. It's not even real. We only classified as, based on the texture, which is not 4C. It's just relatable. Like, like even when you say 4C, it's okay to say 4C because people
know it. Yeah,
people are just listening. They know the idea of what that looks like, But I wish that it's a way that we could get rid of that curl pattern chart. And get down to if it's coily, curly, wavy, straight, high density, low density, medium density, high porosity, low and medium porosity. And then that's when we're going to really learn who fits into what and also how to even take care of your hair.
Yeah. 1,000%. Because again, as someone who has coily, high density, fine hair, it's not the same.
And see, know this.
Yes.
Like, And, and I think, like, even whenever you do start, if you ever start talking about your hair, make sure you start, using that language.
Yes.
Yeah.
I desire to.
Because I think that's another reason why these people may think that they are, quote unquote, 4C, because they don't, I don't know.
I don't know either, child. I don't know. And I should be like,
so let's talk about that. Them categorizing themselves as 4C and they're not. And, and all the things that come with it. I asked you, why do you think they want to be categorized as 4C?
I think that it's just a buzzword.
Like a clout chase.
Yeah.
To get views.
Yeah. I 1,000% think it's kind of like, well, see any, feel any type situation or whatever. And it's just a buzzword and people are just using it as a marketing tactic and so forth. Because when I look at it, I just be like, nope.
Me too. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I had a few followers. Now, can I drop a name?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jackie Aina. I love me some Jackie.
Jackie. Is it Lavish Life Jackie? No.
Maybe. Is that on YouTube? That might be what it is.
How does she? Oh, this is on YouTube. I know.
I don't know. She's on YouTube, Instagram.
Do she wear her hair
TikTok.
like colored? Is it blonde?
Yes.
And she has like a perfume line.
Yep.
She is lavish. That's lavish Jackie. Lavishly Jackie. She is the bomb.
Okay. Yes. So Jackie Aina has type 4 hair and like she's, to me, has the closest curl pattern to mine. Like, but she's also colored. That's why I said the closest, because she does have color, and it's possible that she could be right on the money if she didn't have color. But she's also, used to be a licensed cosmetologist, so she, also understands hair type and all that. So I love when she does her like curl hair refresh. I'm just like, this is real. Like, I can see her, she doesn't even typecast her hair, essentially. She doesn't but she talks about it. She talks about it, and I believe she's also high density. I think she may have mentioned it was type 4, but just how she cares for it, and just like that's the closest that I've seen.
It's definitely high density.
Yeah,
it's
gorgeous.
She got some shrinkage.
Yeah,
that's how you know it's high density, because when she stretch it, I'm like, it has some length.
Yeah, her is gorgeous.
Yeah,
gorgeous. And I just wish there was more content, not necessarily from her, but just and maybe I just haven't found them. Maybe I don't know who I'm looking for, but there's a few people that I've come across on TikTok, and but not so much on Instagram. I think there was one girl I found on Instagram, and like, baby, when I talk about shrinkage, baby, she got some shrinkage. It's like pull. Yeah, so I just think a lot of people use it as a buzzword versus like actually, or it could be that they just don't know. It could be a lack of knowledge. So that's kind of where it's like, well, my hair don't look like this, so it's got to be this.
Do you ever check the comments and people also say like your hair is not 4C? Or you don't go to the comments? I love going to the comments. I love to see what people have to say.
It really depends, because sometimes I'm very intentional of like, I may want to check the comments, but sometimes like in comment I kind of want to comment, but at the same time like, oh, y'all be wanting to tussle in the comments, and I'm trying to build a brand, not trying to, I am building a brand, and I do know that I have the right to put my foot down as somebody who is in the type 4 hair community and who does understand it. But it's like, but do I want to tussle in these comments? No. Nah, it's all right.
Because it's endless. And some people, they are on there to tussle.
Exactly.
They're not on there to gain an understanding and share a different perspective at all. That's their mission, honey.
And I ain't got time. Okay.
Do you think social media has helped or hurt when it comes to how we value hair length in the Black community?
That's a double-edged sword. I think that it shines a light on the problems that we have within our hair community.
Okay. I like that.
So it can be, which can be helpful and hurtful if you're not careful, right?
Yeah.
So, again, social media is this vast platform. You have the world at your fingertips, but the language, how we celebrate or demonize stuff on social media can be extremely hurtful. However, educational, like this podcast that's up on social media, other platform, other people who are doing very similar work to deconstruct the way we view texturism and so forth is extremely helpful, because I want my daughter to be able to come back and find this episode and be like, my mommy was talking about this 10, 12, whatever, how many years ago.
Yeah.
And, and she can see why I value her hair texture in the way that it is. Because, I mean, it may be like mine. It may be like her dad's. It may be like, genetics, baby. They can pull from way back.
Absolutely.
Back.
They sure can, yep.
So yeah, I think that it just shines a light on the problem, and I feel like as a people we have to be willing to do the work.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
I really do. I agree with you there. Even when you said a double-edged sword, it's very eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it's making us more aware of how we do internalize, our views and perceptions on our hair, if anything, it definitely did that, you know.
For real.
Whether
1,000%.
unhealthy or healthy, you know, it really exposed it.
Yep.
You know, yeah.
Yep.
How do you personally define beauty for your hair today, and how does that differ from how you used to view it?
I think my hair is the most darling thing. Like, I be like, man, my hair is so pretty. Like, my hair is just so beautiful. Like, the fact that I can say that and like feel it in my bones versus back in the day where you try to convince yourself or something. Like me personally, I would try to, but be so frustrated and feel so defeated and like not understanding my hair type and how to work with my hair type and just be like, this is a buzz. Like, what is it? The fact that I have the versatility and I also have choice, I think has really helped. Like, I have the choice if I want to be natural or if I don't want to be natural, if I want braids, if I don't want braids.
The freedom.
Yes. I love that. The freedom. And I think that there is beauty in freedom. And with that, it's just like, I get to wear my hair and and love the way it looks in its entirety. Curly or not, defined or not, I get to wear it and love the way it looks in its entirety.
Do you still feel that way even when you think about the little girl that I guess made you go back and revisit the mirror? Like, you know what? I don't know if I like my hair anymore. Even today, like, do you still feel like you love your hair opposed to back then?
Absolutely.
Good.
Like, absolutely. I think my natural journey has brought me back to where I was when I lived it through. Like, I feel like I'm full circle. We've made a full circle moment now. It's just like, all right, cool.
Are you grateful for that experience?
Yes. Yes. Because without it, I would be ignorant to my hair type, to the beauty of my hair, to the caring and loving of my hair. And now I'm in a space where I'm not, like where I celebrate it, where I cherish it, and so forth.
Yeah, and it's good to have the experience of having to reflect. You know, even if you didn't have the experience of seeing her, being able to say like her hair is beautiful, but mine is too.
There you go.
Yeah, but I still like that you actually had to go through that because it makes you love yourself even deeper, So it's good that you actually went through it, you know.
Yeah.
You learn to love different things about your hair. It don't have to look like hers in order to be beautiful. And I don't need your external compliments to know that my hair is beautiful. As long as I know it's beautiful, it is beautiful.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it defies gravity and it looks like a plant, girl. It looks like a little bush. It's okay.
Yeah, like a tree, literally.
Yes. Okay. And remember, God made those.
Exactly. What would you say to someone who's learning to love their high density coily crown but still feels like it's only valid when it's stretched or long?
Ooh. Be patient. I think that oftentimes, if they are high density and kinky coily like me, we the beauty industry, what we see, even not just like when we see like hair care products and so forth, like we don't really see our hair type, right? It's not that often. And that's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna build our own table. But please be patient in the journey. And if you need to, like, write a love letter to your hair or just like reframe the way you view taking care of your hair. That was a big thing for me because, typically you would hear, oh, wash days, it's a chore. But, like you hear that, you're internalizing that. And honestly, let's be honest, don't nobody willingly want to wash dishes, but you have to, unless you're going to have a dirty kitchen, right? So if we use language like it's a chore, it's a task, it's like you're saying to your hair, like, you too much trouble. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to be looking motley. But you too much trouble. Instead of embracing it as a part of who you are in your God-given design. At the end of the day, be patient. Rework the framework and the language that you use around your hair. That's what I would say to someone that was dealing with it. Tell you like it's beautiful, but just you also have to figure out what products work for you. That is a huge part too, because not every products are not one size fit all.
And they're not. I'm glad you mentioned that. They're not. I don't care whose product. It can be Beyonce product, even though it's being promoted as a one size fits all. It's not. It's impossible. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into it. So find what works. Like, take the time to find out what works for you and be patient. Yeah. And just change the language. Those are the 3 things.
Girl, you took us to church with that little quick sermon.
All right.
No, seriously, because that's what we all need to hear, you know, when it comes to our hair.
Yeah.
Anyone that's in that transitioning phase of trying to learn how to receive it in a healthy way. And I love the comparison that you made about the dishes. We don't like to do it, but it's going to get done.
Yeah.
You know, like, just do it, you know, and the more you do it, the more easier it do get, you know, and over time you will learn to adjust that mind frame and it won't be such a quote unquote task. But like you said, you have to reword how you speak to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You want to know who I think does a really good job? I like Tabitha, how she named her.
Tabitha is...
Love her. How she named her fro. Like Donna. And I just be like, you know, maybe give your hair a name and treat it as your best friend.
Yes.
Because baby, she take real good care of Donna.
She do.
I
love that.
She takes real good care of Donna. And I think that's beautiful. I have yet to name my hair, but
you should. And that's gonna grow the connection even more. Yes. You're already there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make y'all tighter. The relationship can always get better.
Absolutely.
You know, so,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because it ain't going nowhere. It's not going to change. It's there.
Exactly. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you today.
Okay.
I want to thank you again for blessing us with your presence a second time. I'm sure I'll have you on here again another time.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy our conversations. And I love how you really get into it, you know. You do. You put your all literally to everything you do. So,
oh, thank you.
I really appreciate
I just do my best.
Yeah. And you do. You do a great job at it, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
If you've ever questioned whether your texture was beautiful enough, professional enough, or feminine enough, please hear me when I say your hair has never been the problem. The problem has always been the people around you that told you it had to look like something else to matter. But here's the truth. Short, coily, dense, fine, high shrinkage hair is beautiful. It is sacred. It is enough. Thank you for listening to Hear What I'm Saying. If this episode resonated with you, share with someone who needs to hear it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast to stay up to date with the latest updates. Want to add more to this conversation? Join us on Patreon. As a member, you'll get access to exclusive bonus episodes, behind-the-scenes content, limited ebooks, early access, and a community that's all about healing, growth, and real talk. Tap the link in the show notes. We'll see you there.